against that which make plastic, who donate large cash to Congress to keep making plastic bottles, not water. Almost 400 million tons of plastic is produced each year and will double by 2050. Why do they speak of long distance like that? I don't see 2030. This is 2022. I don't see 2025. I don't see it. If we stop now dealing with 5 billion tons existing plastic laying around, it takes 500 years for plastic to break down. Man has boxed himself into a corner, outsmarted themselves. So whoever rules the world, whatever, it's going down one way or another. If with all of this chaos going on everywhere, everybody wants to rule the world. They made songs about it. Everybody wants to rule the world. If that don't do it, then Earth is imploding. It's too contaminated. It's too saturated with blood. There are too many souls are crying out in the trillions that have been sent to the next hemisphere just for the sake of it. Just because they were in the way. Something, I don't know how they're going to pay, because I don't believe in that heaven and hell. There is no center of the earth where people are flipping it over. The oil is down there, right? So hell is down there too. But it would be a shame if those who did all these atrocities to black people, that they just go into wherever and that's it. Is that where everybody go? That's a hard pill to swallow too. You think about it. At least Christians have some hope of that fairy tale. But where do the unbeliever? What do we believe? Because somebody got to pay. Even yourself and I, we got to pay. And the karma, you reap what you sow, and what goes around come around. I believe that you get bad, but you don't get away. But some got to pay more, because some just go through and nothing never happened to them down here. So they just go off in the next hemisphere, nowhere. That don't make sense either, do it? But we don't know. Nobody knows. No one knows. I don't know. And I'm so glad to say I don't know. I don't have to have an answer. Religion, you have to have an answer. But just being down the middle and not belonging to nobody, I could say I don't know. No one has never came back and told me. I'm still waiting for my son to come back and really, I feel him waking me up, but I need more. But that hasn't happened. My mother passed when I was 11. Nothing. So no one has never came back and told me anything. So I don't know how they can write books and have all these theories and resolutions about what's going on in the next world, because how do you know? I don't know. How do you know? You don't know until it happens to you. And we all get to go that way. And the best of us have went. And I think I have outweighed my time. I don't know why I'm here. The best of us have went. The best of us have went. And they have been sent there on purpose. In the most hideous way. And we all got to go that way. But no one has never came back and told us anything. Even that's verse in their book where when Christ was crucified, the graves opened up and people got up and started walking around. But isn't that something? There was no one to tell the story, no one to write about their experience of where they was, even though back then they wasn't in bombs, so they were beat Jews. But they got together and got up and started walking around, and no one wrote a story about it. And they did have journalists back then, because Caesar, there were books about Caesar, there were books about other renowned people that are here today. They had money back then. They were called shekels. So they had writers back then, but no one wrote about these people that got up out of the graves and walked around. Where did they go? No one. That's a phenomenal story. That's headlines. That's on social media and everywhere, but not one book on anyone that have got up out of their graves and walked around. But I'm going to end with that. It's just too much. I had to walk away from that. I was too old to play games. After I buried my son, it was time to stop the bullshit. It was time to wake up. I had to wake up. Somebody kicked me in my chest. It broke my heart in two. For literally broke it in two. I had to let go of all the foolishness. Had to. No more room. Peace if you can find it. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.